When all the rivers flow into the ocean, every little wind turns into storms. What if everybody's used to their own features? What if we got nothing more than this? Please remember what I said about magic. Remember what I told you about us. Please remember what I said about magic. Remember what I told you about us. About us. About us. When all the words are heard, every little sentence turns to gold. What if everybody's just alright? What if we got nothing more than this? Please remember what I said about magic. Remember what I told you about us. Please remember what I said about magic. Remember what I told you about us. About us. About us.
Hello. I think we might have a little technical problem. I can't hear your voice, so I don't think we can really talk right now.
Sorry, it's my problem.
There you go.
Sorry. Yeah.
So
Sorry.
you might want to redo the.
Sorry. So yeah, and again, everyone. So Maki-san is one of our keynote speakers, and he had a great knowledge of the communities, events, and about developer communities. So I strongly recommend every community manager to listen his talk and get the knowledge from his talk. Okay, so and at first, Maki-san, could you please introduce yourself, and you can talk anything about your favorite technologies, frameworks, your favorite movies, pets, books, or anything about you.
Okay, so my name is Daisuke Maki. I online I go by the handle of Let's Trot, and I'm usually nowadays I'm usually writing code in Go. I used to be a pro programmer, um, and while being a developer, I started getting into community conferences and whatnot. And yeah, I spent about 10, I think about 13 years or so doing community conferences, organizing. I started from a staff and then started organizing my own conference and whatnot. Yeah, and I went on up until the whole Corona thing happened. So for the past couple of years, I've been kind of on hiatus on that front. But yeah, on my off time, I either coding or cooking or doing something like that. So, and yeah, you also might see me playing the game called Oxygen Not Included, which I've been playing for the last 4 years. So if you see me online, I'm probably gonna either be talking about code, food, or Oxygen Not Included.
Okay, thank you. So I see your profile, and you are the developer of the Pickle, right? It's a
Pickle, yes,
pronunciation.
yes,
Pickle.
right.
It's an open source software, and I already introduced it on 2014 August on my
It was a long
website.
time ago.
So could you explain about that software's Pickle?
So it's nothing. The software itself is nothing new. It's actually based on a previous software called Protocol, which all kudos to that software. The only thing is, my friends back then were suggesting that I use it, but it was in Python, which I wasn't really comfortable with. So I had a little problem installing it or debugging it when it didn't work. And back then I just had started developing Go. So, you know, to learn Go and whatnot, I just thought, hey, why don't I just rewrite it and then it'll be easier for me to keep on using it. And somehow it did. Yeah, I got a decent number of users for Peko. So I've been maintaining it since.
I see. So I have no ideas when 2014 Go is already stable or buggy.
It was already in 1.0. I mean, it was in 1.2 or 3, so it was already usable. I'd been using it for about a few months at that point. So yeah, back then it was already pretty much usable.
I see. So I think it's very challenging, I think. So very early era of the Go rank. So you tackle to try to make a pickle by Go.
Mhm.
It's great. I see. And are you staying home for work right now?
Yes, I've been working from home since February of last year.
Hmm. What is the changing for your lifestyle or working style?
Well, actually, as for myself,
Mm,
it hasn't changed much because
mm,
I used to work a lot from home already. I mean, I
mm,
used to go to work too, but I used to work a lot from home too, as well. Um, but yeah, my family started staying home, which was a big change.
mm.
And so I used to live in the middle of Tokyo, and it was not working when my family started staying home as well, because Tokyo apartments are like this big. So,
I don't.
I moved out of Tokyo and got a bigger home.
Great. So, which is better for you and your coworkers, home or office?
That's a tough question. For me, I'm actually comfortable with working from home because I've been doing it on and off for the past 15, 16 years. So I feel more comfortable with it. But I really feel for people who are living alone and can't go outside to have fun and whatnot. I at least have my family to talk to and take care of too. So I think it really depends on your situation.
I see. So most of developers miss the communication with each others or coworkers. So somebody talking about Twitter is boring, so they want to meet each other in study groups or like offline events. Yeah. Okay, so we will move to the next topic about your talk. So your talk is title is very challenging. I think it's okay to burn out. So could you please introduce abstract of your talk, please?
So when you think about doing developer relations and doing community events and whatnot, you hear a lot about how rewarding it is, how great it is to get to know a lot of people and whatnot, and which I agree. I wholeheartedly agree, and that's why I worked on this field for more than 10 years. But at the same time, I think many of us also carry this, I don't know, stigma, or I mean, just sort of a feeling that it's not cool to call it quits, which was a problem I had for a long time, because it was something that used to working for the community is a good thing. I mean, I think it's a good thing that you should do if you can, but it's hard to kind of say no, or to you feel like you're betraying people's expectations. And so I suspect that a lot of people actually have this sort of problem, and they have, or they are on verge of burning out. In my case, I completely burnt out a couple of years ago. And so through my talk, I kind of want to tell people that, community work, it's a great thing, but at the same time, you have to be happy doing it. And you should really take a moment to make sure that your life has the correct balance for you to be doing this type of stuff.
I see. So at first, I can't believe it because Maki-san is made by community, I think. So maybe Maki-san's brand has a community brand. So, but I know. So you have you got the very tough situations during the conference or community events. So, so I strongly recommend every developer community managers have to know about the you can leave it and you can burn out. So it's okay. So it's a very challenging theme or title, but everyone should know about that, I think. So I have some questions. Uh, why did you start the community events at first?
At the very beginning, when I joined as a staff, it was really to get to know the world outside of my employment, because I initially, I started out in the United States, and I was working there. The only developers I know around me were people who I worked with. Maybe 20, 30 people that I interacted with daily. But I knew there were a lot of people outside, and there were other technologies that I hadn't seen before. So I was curious. So back in the US, I didn't really do anything. But when I came back to Japan, there was a new conference starting, so I kind of just volunteered, and that's how I got started.
Cool.
And the special thing, a unique situation that I had was that in the first couple of years, I started my own company, so I actually got not good, but better at doing like legal / management, finance type of stuff, which most of my colleagues didn't have back then. So it just kind of felt natural that I try to do to organize the event myself, because I can.
I see. And I think concept of your talk is like a personal or business balance or community balance, life work balance, or So what did you change it right now? So you have families and you work at the Mercaries. So how do you balance it?
Well, so as far as the content of the talk goes, and my actual my actual situation right now, it's slightly different, because back then I used to have basically 3 different jobs, right? The day job, the community job, and the family job. And that was really the problem, that I had 3. Now that I only have 2, it's really not that much of a deal. I can manage it, and it's been quite peaceful 2 years.
I see.
Yeah.
So 2 communities is very easy to you, right?
Right. Yes, it's doable for me. I mean, it's also this is something I'm going to be probably talking about at when I speak about it. But the amount of time you put into community events is not that big when you think about a whole year, but it's also something that's always haunting you. Like, you do your conference, you're done with it. Yay, I'm done. And then the next day you're thinking, oh, I need to reserve the venue. I need to get my finances correct, and that was really, really stressful.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I want to drink the beers after the conference right now. So I hope. So every DevRelCon Tokyo, we go to the karaoke station after the conference. So it's a happy time for me every time.
Right, that's cool.
Okay, so your interview time is done right now. So right again, I strongly recommend every developer community manager should listen your talk and get the knowledge of the how to handle the community or community events. And I also you will enjoy the DevRelCon Tokyo 2021s, and we have almost 50 sessions in a day. So if please join to the please watching the sessions if you have interest in the in. Okay, thank you, Maki-san. Thank you for joining today, and thank you for sharing your great careers of developer community managers. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, everyone. So today's interview is done. Our conference, DevRelCon Tokyo 2021, will be held on the June 5th. It's in this weekend. So save the date and waiting the day. See you the conference. Okay, see you next interview or see you at the conference.